Hello children.
So in the previous class we have wrapped up our chapter fractions. Yes. So in today's class let us discuss some questions, multiple choice questions from the chapter fraction. See, in the final exam, yes, IIT or Olympiad exam, you will be having multiple choice questions itself. Yes or no? What we have learnt in the chapter fractions are somewhat basic, children. Okay, so with the use of those basics you have to solve some multiple choice questions in the exam, and in the exam you will be having limited time. Okay, you will be having a fixed time. In that you have to solve you have to solve all the multiple choice questions. So in the exam you need to be smart and you need to be fast. Okay, you need to be smart and you need to be fast to solve all the questions. And let us start with the first question for today. The figure shown below is shaded to represent a fraction. Which of the following is shaded to represent a fraction with a value equal to the one above? What are they saying? This figure, let us see the fraction represented by this figure, children. How do we write the fraction? First, the number of shaded parts, that is 1, 2 and 3, divided by the total number of parts. Yes or no? The total number of parts, the figure is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 3 by 6 is the fraction of our figure in the given question. Now from the given options, which of the options also represent the fraction 3 by 6? If you look at the first one, 3 parts are shaded. Yes, 3 divided by how many parts is it divided into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the fraction becomes 3 by 8. But our fraction in the question is 3 by 6. So A is not our correct answer. Moving to option B. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are shaded. So 3 divided by how many parts is the figure divided into, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 by 6 is the fraction of this figure, fraction of the shaded part in this figure. So here also we have got 3 by 6, and even in the question our figure represented 3 by 6. So what is the correct answer? Option B becomes our correct answer, children. Okay, understood? Question number 1. If you look at option C and D, see here option C, the fraction will be 2 by 3. Yes or no? 1, 2 and divided by 3 total parts. And option D, we cannot write the fraction, children. Can you tell me why we cannot write the fraction for this? Why? Because if you remember the very first class, fraction is a part. We take a fraction means a part of a figure. Yes, and that figure should be distributed into equal parts. Yes or no? Here see, this is a bigger part and this is small, this is big, again this is very small, and then small and big. Here the figure is not distributed into equal parts, so we cannot write the fraction for the shaded part, children. Okay, so whenever we have to write the fractions for the given shaded part, we have to check that the figure is divided into what? Equal parts. Understood? What is the answer for question A? Option B. Sorry, question 1 is option B. Next, question 2. What fraction of the candles on the cake is lit? What are we having? We are having a cake here. We are having some candles. We have to find out the fraction of the candles which are lit. Lit means what? Which are lighted. Okay. See here we can see the flame on 4 candles. So we have to find out the fraction of these 4 lighted candles out of the all candles. Now what will it be? Just now we counted that the number of candles that are lit, means that are burning, are 4 divided by, yes, this is the number of candles that are lit divided by the total number of candles. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 4 becomes our numerator, 7 becomes our denominator. So 4 by 7 is the fraction of the candles that are lit. Yes or no? If you look at the options, option A, 4 by 7 is the correct one. Okay children, understood question number 2? Next, question number 3. The picture below is shaded to represent a fractional number. How many of the stars in the group below must be shaded to represent a fraction with the same value? Now, if you observe, what are they saying? Here in this picture, the shaded part represents a fraction. Yes, what is this? Let us see. What is the fraction of the shaded part? We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 shaded parts divided by 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 18 divided by 36 is the fraction of the shaded part in the given figure. Okay children, now what are they saying? How many stars in this group should be shaded to represent a fraction with the same value? Okay, here we are having 36 boxes, but here we are having how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are having only 12 stars. Understood? See, there is a difference in the total number of equal parts here. Now what should you do? If you observe carefully, half of the figure is shaded and half of the figure is not shaded. Yes, are you able to see the difference? See, in 36, what is the half of 36? When we divide 36 by 2, 18 will be our answer. That is the number of shaded parts. So from the total number of parts or the total number of boxes, half of the boxes are shaded. Yes, so in the same way here, from the total number of stars, we need to shade half of the stars. Understood children? We do not need the exact fraction to be represented here. We need to represent a fraction with the same value. What is the value here? That half of the half of the boxes are shaded. So in the same way, in the stars also, half of the stars are to be shaded children. Okay, it is not the exact fraction, it's just the fraction with the same value. Now what will be the half of this? 12 divided by 2 will be equal to 6. Yes, so 6 of the stars are to be shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so how many stars did we shade to get the same value as in the given question children? We shaded 6 stars. So what is the correct answer? Option B, 6. So for the stars in the group below, to represent a fraction of the same value as given in the question, we need to shade 6 stars. Understood? Okay, so even in your exam, if such a question is asked children, look at what value it is representing and then give your answer. Next, question 4. The equivalent fraction of 5 by 6 having the numerator 25 is dash. Now here we are hearing a new term, that is equivalent fraction. Okay, equivalent fraction was not covered by us in our chapter fractions, but no problem children, I'll explain it to you. Now what are equivalent fractions means? Two fractions, here we are having 5 by 6 and another fraction. When two fractions have the same value, equivalent fractions are the fractions with same value. And how do we find out the equivalent fractions? Now what are they saying? The numerator should be 25. Here we are. So equivalent fractions can be found out in two ways children. One, by multiplying or 2 by dividing. Okay, how to find out equivalent fractions? There are two ways of finding our equivalent fractions. One is by multiplying and the other is by dividing. And the important point to note while finding equivalent fractions is we have to multiply both numerator and denominator, and also divide both the numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay, now here what are they saying? We need to get 25 in the numerator. We are having 5, but we need to get 25. So if we divide, now what should we do? Should we multiply 5 with something to get 25, or should we divide 5 to get 25, children? We should multiply. Yes, we have 5 5s are 25. Yes or no? Yes, we have 5 5s are 25. So that means we need to multiply both numerator and denominator by 5, children. Okay, both numerator and denominator by the number 5. Here in the numerator we have 5 5s are 25 divided by our denominator 6 5s are 30. Now if you remember about multiples, how did we find out multiples of a given number? I don't know if you had multiples or not. Okay, let that be aside. Now how to find, if they give you 5 by 6 and ask you to find the equivalent fraction, you can do it like this. 5 2s are 10 divided by 6 2s are 12, or 5 3s are 15 divided by 6 3s are 18. Okay, or else if you are having a bigger number, say 25 by 30, like this. Okay, you have to divide by the same number, children. 25 divided by 5 is 5, 30 divided by 5 is 6. Understand? So for the purpose of our question here, we are having 5 by 6 and we need to get a equivalent fraction whose numerator is 25. So 5 into 5 becomes 25. So we need to multiply the denominator also by 5. 6 5s are 30. So what is our equivalent fraction? Option C, 25 by 30. Understood? Next, the models are shaded to show which of the following. 1 by 3 is, see, you can see that the box is divided into 3 parts here, and here it is divided into 1 by 4. So from this what can we say? Is 1 by 3 equal to 2 by 4? This is 1 by 3. And what is 2 by 4? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 2 by 4. Are these two equal? No. So option A is wrong. Next, option B. 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 3. Now we are seeing 1 by 4 here and we are seeing 1 by 3. Which is the greater portion, children? 1 by 3 is the greater portion. So option B is also wrong here. Next, 2 by 3 is greater than 2 by 4. Now 2 by 3 means what? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. And what is 2 by 4? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Now this is 2 by 3 and this is 2 by 4. Which is the greater one? 2 by 3 is the greater one. So option C, 2 by 3 is greater than 2 by 4 becomes our correct answer. Next, what fraction does the shaded part represent? It is very easy. First let us count the shaded parts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 divided by, what are the total number of parts? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So option C, 3 by 10 is our fraction. Next, which of the following figures is divided into 4 equal parts? So if you observe option A, see children, this is divided into 4 parts. Yes, all the options A, B, C and D are divided into 4 parts. But what is the main problem here? They should be our equal parts. Okay, all the 4 parts should be equal. Now if you look at option A, these 2 parts are bigger and these are a little bit smaller, children. See, if you observe carefully, this is a big triangle and this is a flat triangle. This one is a big triangle and this is a flat triangle. Are these two equal parts? No. Now coming to option B. See, this is a small box, this is a big box, again big and again small. So again these are also not divided into equal parts. And even option C, by looking at it only we can say that it is not divided into equal parts. So now the only option left is option D. And even if you observe, all of them are divided into equal parts, children. The whole figure is divided into 4 equal parts. So option D, circle, is our correct answer. Question number 8. How many more equal sized pieces would you need to make a whole for the given figure? Yes, children, if you look at the circle given here, we are having only 2 pieces. What are we having? We are having only 2 pieces. Now we should find out how many more would we need to make a whole. See, if you draw along these lines, okay, normally if you divide it like this, so if you draw it along these lines, if you complete the figure, how many more do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. How many more do we need, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, we need 6 more pieces to make the figure a whole. See, children, normally if we divide a circle, into, sorry, my circle was not divided into exact equal sized pieces. So I am drawing it again. Yes, normally we divide a circle into, again this is also not equal sized. Okay. Now normally we divided a circle into 4 equal parts. But here again each such equal part is divided into 2. Yes or no? Each such equal part is divided into 2. So we need to divide all these parts into 2. All these parts into 2. Now if you look at the figure, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in all. But in the question we are already having 2 pieces. These are already there. So how many more do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need only 6 more pieces to make it a whole. So option D, 6, becomes our correct answer. Okay. Next, the fraction equivalent to 1 by 2 is dash. Again, what is this? This is another equivalent fraction question. What did I say? We need to either multiply or divide. If you look at options, okay children, see, we should look at options and go. Now here we are having 3 in the numerator. We are having 1 by 2. 3. To get 3, what should we do? We should multiply 1 with 3. 1 3s are 3. And as we have multiplied the numerator by 3, multiply the denominator also by 3. 2 3s are 6. Yes or no? 2 3s are 6. So option A, 3 by 6, is our correct answer. And even if you look at option B here, children, we have 1 5s are 5 and 2 5s are 10. Yes, if we multiply both numerator and denominator by 5, we will get 5 by 10. Okay, so option B is also correct. Now here, we are having 9, right? So 1 9s are becomes 9. And again 2 9s are also becomes 18. So 9 by 18 is also an equivalent fraction. So what will be the correct option? Option D. All of the above are equivalent fractions to 1 by 2. Understood, children? Equivalent fractions are actually very simple. You just need to multiply or divide both the numerator and denominator with the same number. Next, what fraction of the children in the following group are boys? So first, what should we do? Let us count the total number of children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are total 7 children. So 7 becomes our denominator and we want the number of boys. How many boys do we have? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 becomes our numerator. Now what is the answer here? Option B, 3 by 7.